Guess who got a job? I was given a job. I think it was Thursday. And I told my mom, like, once I stop looking for a job, I'm gonna be given a job. So I did get given a job. It's like research intern. And this weekend, the only thing I've been doing is the sorority thing, which I thought was gonna be bad luck to talk about, but it's actually not. Like, and it's like a normal thing to do. Now, hopefully I can finish going to this school in 3.5 years, because I can't imagine like a school environment that I'm just like supposed to like and actually do. And I'm trying to picture it. Also, just a school with like a good reputation and whatnot. Like, I'm really trying to imagine like but yeah, I mean, something else, like, I just, every plot device that happens, you just have to peep again that like you just shouldn't want for anything. But I took a nap today. Oh yeah, and I'm also really drained. The reason why I'm really drained is not even because of the sorority stuff. It's because of my mom like coming over to my dorm to drop some stuff off, and she brought some children with her, and I had to babysit. I'm not gonna lie, like, it's just so draining. Like, I don't know why that was draining in particular. I feel like it's just like, okay, so my sister's a high schooler, so I was babysitting her and like some other kid, and I feel like it's just draining, like, them trying to figure out like what your age group is up to, like, if that makes any sense. Like, because I wouldn't really have any business like asking my sister about her age group, but them asking me about it is actually so that, I don't know, whatever. So they just like are like, oh, did you make any friends at this sorority? Oh, do you just walk around campus sometimes? Do you drive? Do you have a car? Um, so I did kind of feel like that was draining, but I want to get like an unreasonable amount of like involved this year, so I don't even think about. Oh yeah, but I already oh yeah, so basically on my sorority I just had to repeat to a bunch of people like, oh, I want to be a librarian when I'm older. And I'm doing data science, and I just had to introduce myself to people over and over again, and that ironically was not draining, it was charging. But yeah, that a little bit gave me life. I don't know why. And yeah, the sorority that I ended up, well, the only sorority that I liked was the sorority that I listed that I liked, but I ended up liking, once we got to like the rounds of like talking, introducing myself over and over to the people, I ended up liking this other sorority that I never thought that I would like, just because the conversations were so much more natural, and it was like, I felt equal to them. You know, I feel equal to everybody, but it's just kind of like the wavelength. But yeah, I did not think that I was gonna like that round. But yeah, but thankfully, I only got a call back from the sorority that I initially always liked, I guess. And I did feel kind of bad, like a little bit, like, because that was the only one. But yeah. So I did that all this morning. And yeah, my sister like stays asking me like if I have any friends because she thinks that that's important to me. But I just got out of like a really like, she already knows that I stay going into and getting out of like really weird friendships, so it's not really something that I'm always like looking for or ever need. I never need to be anybody's friend. Well, so my last two videos were a lot about like I don't know. Those two videos were my backstory to why I feel like I'm always so grateful that like at least nobody in my life is like into me or whatever. Like, even though it's been a couple of years since I've interacted with somebody that was like that, and I had to have like a bunch of conversations with somebody like that, but yeah, because every time that's happened, like when I have to interact with somebody that is into me, like I always have to be like, damn, like, does this person that's into me right now think that I'm a fucking nigga? Like, do you know what I mean? So do you know what I mean? Like, because a lot of people, I don't even like, they're not smart enough to peep like that. I don't play that. So every time, like, I have to wonder, like, oh my god, does this nigga that's into me think I'm a fucking man? Like, I don't play that. I don't. So yeah, that's a fear of mine, and I stay like peeping the hints of that. Especially since like I'm super traumatized by like just being around somebody that's into you but clearly not into women is so scary. Like, I'm still traumatized about it. Like, just the feeling is so wrong. It's very demonic, you know? So like, I'm always grateful that I don't have to hang out with anybody that's into me, even though I shouldn't even have to go through hanging out with somebody that is into me and think I play that nigga shit. Like, but yeah. And then what else? But I do kind of like want to like have like a wife that says all the right things. I heard all of the wrong things, like, and from people that don't know that they can just not talk to me and they can just go date somebody that looks nothing like me. You know what I mean? Like, you can go do that. Like, that's, I think that would be more natural. But I don't know what personality I'm gonna have once school is over, because I do want to be done in 3.5 years. But I don't know, like, who I'm gonna be if I'm not in school. Like, because, and I never do like any research about any school that I've ever been to, like, or known about the demographics of my school. Oh yeah, but when I was doing the sorority thing, like, I was like, oh, I'm a third year, I'm a junior, and they're like, oh, that's so cool that you're, anyways. But this has been a nice way to enter adulthood, like, because I mean, it does kind of give me hope just talking about, or, yeah, just talking or thinking about the sorority thing, because of how lost I was the first couple of years of college, and how, like, safe it would be to be in, like, a big group like that. But yeah, but yeah, it's like, it was draining, like, talking to my sister today and my mom and whatnot. Probably because it was my like dorm and like my everything, so and my sister was like calling my room coquette and Lana or whatever. I don't know what aesthetic my dorm room is. I can show y'all pictures, but that is not Lana. Like, I feel like Lana is like country, hikey, and like southern. But I feel like her fans do have a certain look, but her music doesn't actually give that vibe though. And Lana has had so many rebrands too. Like, she's had like the Priscilla look. She's had like the what do I want to call it? She just had a lot of hair colors, and she's been like very small town. She's been like big city. I feel like my dorm room is like medieval or something. It is never giving Lana. Like, what other studies has Lana had? Yeah, she kind of goes for like all of her archetypes are just like a version of a wife. So Priscilla is like a version of a wife, and then her blue banisters is like wife. Norman Rockwell. Like, that was, you know, like she's never been like alternative, and she's never been like that nymphet shit. Like, she never gave that. Like, she's always given like 4th of July. Like, here are 3 things. Priscilla, her wannabe like kind of like white Latina girl thing. I feel like that was ultra violence. And then Born to Die is like Fourth of July Americana. But yeah, if I had an American flag in my room, you could say that my room was giving Lana, but it was never giving that because I have like a blanket with like cherries on it, and then I have like those candles that are shaped like a pencil, and then I have some candle holders, and I have some tablecloths and whatnot, and some pillows. So that's what my dorm looks like. I have a lamp, like, I have some vintage stuff. Lana never gives vintage. Like, my dorm room looks like an old lady's room, as you would expect. So I just have like thrifted low porcelain things and some shelves. that's not really Lana. I don't think Lana is old lady. My dorm room is like, you could compare my dorm room to like Marie Antoinette or some shit, but not Lana. Like, I swear on my life, people are calling everything Lana now. Like, I don't know. Lana is like Coke, white t-shirt, jean shorts, and flip-flops. That's Lana, okay? Dry shampoo, side part. Lana is ghetto. Stop playing.